This video is to help you understand the participation and attendance policy in Stark State's developmental math classes. The way you get your participation points is very simple. When you come to class, for the whole class, you get 5 points. If you're in a weekend class, and since you meet for 3 hours, you get 10 points. When you take a test, you get 5 points. Whether it's a pre-test or a post-test, it's still 5 points. If you work in the lab outside of your class time, and you have to wait to make sure that there's open seats if somebody else is in there. But if you do come in, you get 1 point for every half hour that you work outside of class time. And if you decide to come in late or leave early for whatever reason, whether it's your choice or because of circumstances, your instructor does reserve the right to reduce the number of points. So you might get 4 or 3 or even fewer if you arrive late or come in early. At the end of the semester, your participation points count as 10% of your overall grade. So to find out how many points are possible, at the end you can multiply the number of class times that will meet this semester by 5, because there are 5 points available per class. Now, the number of points available total will depend on whether there are holidays or snow days or other things that might cancel class for you. So that number is not going to be the same for every class. And it's important that you understand this, very important. You might want to write it down. If at the end of the semester you haven't completed all of your modules and your attendance is under 60%, you will receive an F for this class and not an NC. And the difference between the two is that F counts as a 0 in your GPA, and NC has no effect on your grade point average. If you want to get your points, make sure you sign in. Every time you go to class, make sure you sign in and sign out in the sign-in sheet. Also, if you come in during your outside of class time, make sure you sign that sheet and make sure you fill it out completely. Otherwise, you don't get any credit for those times you come in, and you won't get those points. When you do take a test, we will be able to track that you did take the test. So you don't need to sign any attendance sheets when you take a test. So you will be doing pretty much the same thing no matter if you're working at home or working here at school. So does that mean you shouldn't work from home? Well, the short answer is no, of course not. You should still spend anywhere from 6 to 9 hours outside of class time each week, whether that be at your house, at a family's house, in the library, another lab here at Stark State, on your math class, just like what you would do in any college class. And while it is true that you don't get participation points when you work out at home, at the end of the day, when this semester is all over, if you don't finish all 6 modules, what difference does it make what your attendance grade is? So what happens if you finish the class early? Let's say a month from now, you're completely done with all 6 of your modules. Well, if you do that, if you finish early, your participation grade will automatically be 100%. You won't be required to keep coming to class. If you do decide to keep coming to class and you want to work into the next course, you won't need to track your attendance. It will be your choice whether you come in for your follow-up class or not. And remember, at the end of the day, your goal is to finish all 6 of your modules regardless of attendance. And just like always, if you have any questions, make sure to ask a tutor or an instructor.